Hello everyone, and happy Halloween, and welcome to a Halloween edition of Paul's Cinema Picks of the Week. And the films that I've chosen today are themed for Halloween, yes, and a lot of them take place on Halloween. This one I'm holding, for instance, right here, it's called Trick or Treat. And Trick or Treat came out a few years ago, and it's more or less an anthology film. It's like interlocking stories. And there's one central story that takes place through the entire movie, but it's more or less a bunch of interlocking stories. And it deals with themes like werewolves, it deals like ghosts, and deals with people coming back from the dead. And one of the central figures that you really have to watch in this movie is this little guy here. His name is Sam. And he does various interplay and throughout the entire film. So Trick or Treat is one that you will definitely want to see. My friends and I, we're going to be watching it Wednesday night. So yes, here it is. Trick or Treat, an anthology film, one of the best in 50 years, it says on the box. But it's one you will enjoy. Second one is another film that takes place on Halloween, and it's like Trick or Treat, it's different stories again. I got this one not long after they came out with Trick or Treat, and I was at Walmart and I saw that they had this one here that was a lot like Trick or Treat in many ways. And again, it's sort of like an interplaying story and with a bunch of other stories blended in. And the budget here was a little lower than, like, say, Trick or Treat was, because Trick or Treat was done by Warner Brothers in Dark Castle. This one here was by Anchor Bay, and Anchor Bay does a lot of lower budget stuff. So just the same, the stories are really good, and it's like 10 stories in one, so you can't go wrong there. It's another one that you'll definitely like. And if you ever see it at Walmart, if you find it in a $5 bin or not, be sure to pick it up. Okay, now this one here is called Stan Helsing. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, it's Van Helsing. No, it's Stan Helsing. And it's from the makers of the Scary Movie movies, the Scary Movie films. And this one takes place on Halloween. Like, the central characters, more or less, they're going to deliver videotape to a strange home. They end up getting lost, meeting a lot of strange characters, and even meeting up with some of the spoofy-looking monsters, which are more or less spoofs of famous creatures from a lot of horror and slasher films. And was one of the last film appearances of Leslie Nielsen from Naked Gun fame. And Stan Helsing is usually one that you like to watch every year for Halloween if you want your Halloween more laughs than just the scares. So yeah, I recommend also Stan Helsing. And this tape here, which I'm going to be watching a little later on, is called Creepy Clips. And you get various clips from over 40 different classic horror films. Like, you get movies like The Bat, The Beast from Haunted Cave, Carnival of Souls, Frankenstein the Monster from Hell, Dracula in Darkness, or Prince of Darkness, The Mummy Shroud, The Robot versus the Aztec Mummy. Yeah, there's one you should try. The Horrible Dr. Hitchcock, House on Haunted Hill, Face of the Screaming Werewolf, Horror Hotel, and Phantom of the Opera, just to name a few. And it's not all the films, it's just more or less clips. Like, you get like a tape that's about, like, say 40 minutes long, and all it is more or less is just clips of the different classic films. So for the classic film buff in your family, or any friends that you know that love the old movies, black and white movies, which were actually really good, see if you can find this one. And then finally, just to complete, Walt Disney Mini Classic presents The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, this is the classic one that aired on the Disney Channel and various Disney shows over the years. It's about Ichabod Crane and the Headless Horseman, and it's not too long. It's about 45 minutes or close to an hour. It's not too long, but it's enjoyable. It's you got a scary ghost and the Headless Horseman, of course, and I have a friend named Ron who actually likes to play this every single year. And it's a great movie, but it tends to drive you crazy at the same time. But we enjoy it. We made it sort of a time-honored tradition to watch this film every year. So, yeah, if you see it in the stores, it's on DVD now. I've still got it here on VHS till it wears out. Then I have to go buy the new DVD or Blu-ray. But in the meantime, yeah, it's one to pick up and one to watch every year. And yeah, I think it's pretty well safe for kids. Yeah. So that's a little bit of examples of what we have for our Halloween movies. And reminding you to like and subscribe to this channel, because we definitely like the comments. We like people subscribing as well, so that way you tell all your friends about it. Tell everybody about the channel, and hope they get to tune in and watch some more of this. So in the meantime, this is Paul Westbrook wishing you a happy Halloween. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll be seeing you at the movies. Good night.